In a village nestled between rolling green hills and a sparkling blue river, there lived two curious children, a girl named Lily and her younger brother, Tom. Lily had hair the color of sunshine and eyes as bright as sapphires. Tom had a mop of curly brown hair and a smile that could melt even the coldest winter snow. They loved adventures more than anything, and their favorite place to explore was the Whispering Woods, a forest that bordered their village. One sunny afternoon, Lily and Tom packed a small bag with juicy red apples and a bottle of fresh water. "Let's go find the oldest tree in the woods," Lily declared, her voice filled with excitement. Tom, always ready for a new quest, grabbed his favorite wooden toy bird and followed her out the door. They waved goodbye to their mother, who was tending to her beautiful garden, and skipped down the path leading to the Whispering Woods. The woods were alive with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. Sunlight streamed through the canopy of leaves, creating dancing patterns on the forest floor. They walked deeper and deeper into the woods, past tall pine trees and moss-covered rocks. They saw a family of deer drinking from a clear stream and a red squirrel scampering up a tree with a newt in its mouth. After walking for what felt like a very long time, they arrived at a clearing they had never seen before. In the very center of the clearing stood a magnificent oak tree. It was enormous, much bigger than any tree they had ever seen. Its trunk was thick and gnarled, covered in soft green moss. Its branches reached up towards the sky like giant, welcoming arms, and its leaves were 1,000 shades of green, rustling gently in the breeze. "Wow," whispered Tom, his eyes wide with wonder. "This must be it, Lily, the oldest tree in the whole world." Lily nodded, equally amazed. She walked up to the tree and gently placed her hand on its rough bark. It felt warm and strangely comforting. They sat down at the base of the tree to rest and eat their apples. As Lily took a bite, she sighed happily and said to the tree, "You are the most beautiful tree I've ever seen. I wish you could talk, the stories you could tell." As the words left her mouth, a low rumbling voice echoed through the clearing. "And you are the kindest children I've met in a very long time." Lily and Tom jumped to their feet, looking around in surprise. There was no one else in the clearing. "Who said that?" Tom asked, his voice trembling a little. "I did," the deep voice rumbled again. This time they realized it was coming from the tree itself. A friendly face slowly appeared in the gnarled bark of the trunk. It had kind eyes made of smooth, dark knots, and a smiling mouth formed from a curve in the wood. Lily and Tom stared, their mouths wide open in astonishment. "A talking tree." "Don't be afraid," said the tree. "My name is Oakheart, and I have been watching over this forest for many, many years." Lily, ever the brave one, took a step closer. "You can really talk?" she asked, her fear replaced by sheer curiosity. "Of course," chuckled Oakheart. "I don't talk to just anyone, only to those with open hearts and a love for nature, like you two." Tom, feeling braver now, asked, "Have you seen a lot of things, Mr. Oakheart?" Oakheart's leafy branches rustled as if he were nodding. "Oh, my dear boy, I have seen more than you can imagine. I have seen seasons change hundreds and hundreds of times. I've watched wolf packs roam these woods and seen tiny birds build their first nests in my branches. I have felt the first winter snow and the warm spring sun on my leaves for centuries." Lily and Tom sat back down, completely captivated. "Please," Lily begged, "tell us a story." Oakheart smiled his woody smile. "Very well," he said. "I will tell you the story of the Starlight Squirrel." "Long ago," Oakheart began, "there lived a little squirrel who was different from all the others. While his brothers and sisters gathered nuts and played games during the day, he loved to stay up at night and watch the stars. He dreamed of being able to touch them, to hold their sparkling light in his paws. One night, there was a great storm. The wind howled and the rain poured down. A bolt of lightning struck a nearby tree, and a tiny, shimmering star was knocked from the sky. It fell, tumbling down, 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 until it landed softly in a bed of moss right at my roots. The little squirrel saw it fall and scurried down from his nest. He found the tiny star, which was glowing with a gentle, pulsating light. It was scared and far from its home in the sky. The squirrel knew he had to help, Oakheart continued. He couldn't just leave the star there. So, with all his might, he gently picked up the little star and began to climb. He climbed higher and higher, all the way to my very top branch, the one that reaches closest to the heavens. He held the star up as high as he could, hoping his family would see its light. The other stars, seeing their lost companion, began to shine brighter and brighter. They cast a glowing pathway of light down from the sky. The little star, feeling the pull of its family, gave a happy twinkle and floated up, following the starlit path back home. From that night on, the little squirrel was known as the Starlight Squirrel, the brave hero who helped a fallen star return to the sky. Lily and Tom clapped their hands in delight. "That was a wonderful story," said Lily. "Do you have another one?" Oakheart chuckled. "Of course. How about the tale of the whispering wind and the dancing flowers?" And so Oakheart told them more stories. He told them of a mischievous fox who learned to share, of a grumpy bear who was cheered up by a chorus of singing frogs, and of the magical river that flowed with liquid moonlight on the night of the full moon. The children listened, completely enchanted. They learned that the flowers in the clearing danced because the wind whispered funny jokes to them. They learned that the fireflies were actually tiny fairies carrying lanterns to light the way for lost forest creatures at night. The Whispering Woods was not just a forest. It was a world filled with magic and wonder. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange, pink, and purple, Oakheart's voice grew soft. "It is time for you to go home now," he said gently. "Your mother will be worried." Lily and Tom felt a pang of sadness. They didn't want to leave their new friend. "Will we see you again?" Tom asked, his lower lip trembling. "Of course," Oakheart assured them. "This forest is always here for you. And I will be right here, waiting. Just remember the magic is all around you, you just have to look for it. Be kind to the trees, the animals, and the flowers, and the forest will always be your friend." Lily gave the tree a gentle hug. "Thank you, Oakheart. We will never forget you." Tom patted the trunk and said, "Thank you for the stories." With a final wave, they started on the path back home. As they walked, they noticed things they hadn't seen before. They saw the intricate patterns on a butterfly's wings, heard the melody in a bird's song, and felt the soft, velvety texture of a mossy stone. The world seemed more vibrant, more alive. When they got home, their mother greeted them with warm hugs. "Where have you two been? You look like you've seen something wonderful." Lily and Tom just smiled at each other. It was their special secret. From that day on, Lily and Tom visited Oakheart often. He became their greatest friend and wisest teacher. And they remembered his lesson, to be kind, to be curious, and to always look for the magic hidden in the world around them. And they lived, as you can imagine, adventurously and happily ever after. Thank you so much for joining us on this magical adventure today. We hope you loved the story of Lily, Tom, and the amazing talking tree. If you want to hear more wonderful stories like this one, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a new adventure. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.